Yeah, it is Wednesday. It is the 31st of January 2018. Hope you're having a great day, whatever you're doing. And let's get into some Marvel Contest of Champions news stories. We've got stuff with regards to like hate and like really disappointing stuff with regards to like videos and comments and stuff. We've got some real kind of spoilers with regards to Tier 6 basics. You know, this has been mined from the game, so there's a lot of exciting stuff coming. And at the same time, we've also got to cover the return of the Mac Daddy, that is Rezzident. Let's get into them. So yes, indeed, our story begins with Rezzident returning back to doing MCC YouTubing. I think he's still been playing the game in some capacity, but in a kind of low kind of scale. But at the same time, his still passion was there for the game. This great video is to kind of say that he is back. And obviously he does shout out myself with regards to explaining the whole thing about the problem with people hacking him. The really disappointing kind of death kind of rumor that was spread around at the time of like New York Comic Con last year, which I just don't like at all. At the time I did then contact him and said, like, you know, just to check you're alright. But in general, it's kind of like, it's great to see that he is back healthy, fit, and kind of like getting back into it. He has a lot of stuff like I don't think that he'll ever kind of like let people know, because it's a very kind of like private thing. And obviously if he does choose to like talk about what he's been up to last year and things that he has gone through, then that's up to him. But the main thing is that he is back and he's back to recording content. And obviously he did a lot of kind of like ass kicking with regards to like Alliance Wars and other stuff in the game. So do look out for some amazing content in the future from Rezzident. Our next story up is a theory post. So obviously it's not a case that it's kind of a clear cut, yes, this is definitely going to happen. But it's still very intriguing. And I do like when people take the time out to kind of write detailed theory posts. And in particular, this one by Creeper Whisper, which I thought was incredibly interesting and could be shedding some light on stuff in the future in the game. The main kind of like aspect of the article is kind of like trying the stuff with regards to the Infinity Gems and how the kind of relationship with Thanos is, and whole kind of like different things like where they're picked up on from here, from there, and it is a well-rounded and also incredibly interesting theory. Creeper draws in information from all the things with regards to like cutscenes, which I like the cutscenes. I think they're pretty cool. I wish there were more, like there was more integration with regards to the game, with regards to like, again, the story experience, but I'm not going to go into there because I don't shut up about the story experience within game. But the main load of evidence is there that could create real sound logic for this actually being the case when it comes to anything Infinity Wars, Infinity Gems and Thanos related at the latter point of this year. So if this article has tickled your fancy, then why don't you take your fancy on over and take a look at this kind of like really decent and well put together article. In other news, Kabam Mike has reaffirmed that position with regards to Kabam having zero tolerance for people that use third-party apps. And these are the apps that are going to like really propel yourself through content, especially competitive content, because they seem to be really clamping down this year. We had the issue with regards to the people buying those reduced units, which obviously for a lot of us kind of go like, wow, we would have liked some reduced units. But at the same time, it was disappointing to see top alliances doing that. I understand, obviously, it reached a point in the game where they're like, oh, we don't want to spend all our time in arena. And it's like, yeah, okay, I understand that. But there's no easy way of getting the units apart from grinding out an arena, getting loads of uncollected or arena crystals, and then popping them open, hoping that you get some units from them. Yes, you can do all the milestones. Yes, you can do quests, but at the same time, arena is where it is with regards to getting them. So it's good to see a very zero tolerance for this. Obviously 7-day permabans, or sorry, 7-day bans, not permabans, because that's more stricter, but 7-day bans were given to those that unit issue that we did cover in MCC News. And when it comes to the issues with this third-party content, it looks like it is a pretty serious slap on the wrist. It also looks like the third-party apps stretch into things like Alliance Wars and also into Arena. If it's the case with regards to Arena, I'm really disappointed in that. You know, it's like I spent an entire like 3-day weekend. I understand that obviously there's some people that will grind out a lot harder, but obviously for the ones that kind of like do the cheats in order to get there, that ain't cool, man. That ain't cool at all. Like 3 days that I was grinding out for Archangel, and I was like, I needed to get that champion badly. For a lot of people, it will be the same, and if there's people that have won champions over that, I feel that if that's the case, we should have something similar to the Olympics. And if you're not familiar with Olympics, it's that if someone is doping, or as like they've taken something, they've tested positive for a substance, and say they got a gold medal, then they are stripped of that gold medal, and the person that was silver bumped up to gold, the one from bronze up to silver, the one that was in 4th place bumped up to bronze. That should be how this game really works with it. And obviously, if Kabam got the list, then they can just say, okay, well, the first like 10 people of this are losers. They are the cheaters, and that as a result means that the 10 people that were close to the 801 were then boom bumped up and then getting that champion, if it was the case they were going for a 4-star or whatever starage champion they were going for. I think that is a better and fairer system, and it should be a case, if this has been running over the last I don't know how many years, then it should be a case that this is then backdated and we find these people and we get them the champions. Again, that seems like a more fairer thing. I didn't realize it was that prevalent when it comes to Arena. It should be a case that we just stamp this out full stop, and Kabam should be really vigilant with regards to like how they utilize their kind of game security for people getting in there, and just like modifying it in such a way that it's too unfair to other players. Okay, next story, and I want to talk about the comment section of this video, and I tried to kind of do this in a more impartial way as possible, but at the same time, unfortunately, my own opinions seem to be kind of like getting into every time I try to record this. This is like take 20 now, and I think the raw cut from MCC News is now about an hour and 20. So let me keep this, hopefully the last time I have to record this. Typical YouTuber thing to kind of say this. Okay, so the news side of things is that there's two arguments to this. So the kind of people that are talking about Alliance War seasons, in particular with regards to this video, and we talked about it last MCOC news, in that people think that it's a well-based system that's going to be coming in and people are going to be buying to win, and that's like obviously frustrating a lot of people because they don't really want to see that type of thing with Alliance Wars. They'd rather it being based on skill and things like that. And maybe that's the case of saying that, okay, well, no units or no kind of health purchases can be done in game. I don't really know what the best solution for those people is. But the other side of things is people going positively, going, hey, this is great. We're going to be able to get some great stuff as an alliance and catapult ourselves through. Top alliances are going to be happy to agree with this. But at the same time, they flip between both argument points. The other thing, or the main thing about this video that's about Alliance War Seasons, references, and what I will reference is a comment section. I won't be showing you any of the comments within here because I think they're disgusting, some have been offensive, and at the same time judging people on personal features and stuff that are endearing qualities and also endearing features is wrong. You should not speak in a way that people have. And obviously that will be met with people saying to me, Rich, grow a pair because that's the internet. And it's like, yes, I will grow a pair. And the whole factor of this, and the reason that I am raising this on MCC News, is that it really affects the community. The community were the people that were commenting here. It wasn't some random person from some random country. It was the community. People that are aware of Adora and also aware of Kabam Mike that decided to put things that I didn't really like at all. And before we go anywhere, and obviously if Kabam Mike and Adora are watching, Kabam Mike, you are looking dashing, really dashing in your lovely mustardy top with your hat and sporting some fantastic stubble, and Adora, you look beautiful as ever. And if anybody feels the need to kind of like put personal digs against people, oh my god, grow the hell up, like come on, surely we are better than this, especially as a community, to kind of articulate arguments better rather than resorting to some petty little kind of like thing where people putting digs of personal features. I really would like to meet a lot of these people, I really would. I consider you cowards, but at the same time, yes, okay, you go on the internet, people are going to put this stuff, so yeah, you take rough with the smooth. Props to the community managers for actually bothering to look into the comment section. Unfortunately, having to see this kind of dribble that was there. And obviously, like I said, and like I will say, if you have a constructive, well-articulated argument about anything with Alliance War Seasons or anything in-game, go to the forum. And I put links to every forum post, so that will take you to the forum. Get in a forum an account, put something on there. If the community backs your opinion, then that could be really great. If you've got a request that you think could be good to change, then do that. And before people only say like, oh, you know, you can't change anything. Okay, we talked about tier 1 alphas for a good chunk of probably 2 months on MCC News, as well as other YouTubers, as well as a lot of people in the forum put posts about tier 1 alphas and the tier 1 alpha problem. What happened? I'm inundated with tier 1 alphas. I cannot move for tier 1 alphas again. And that's great. We will now have the same thing with regards to gold. And obviously I say people put something in the forum with regards to gold because it will be a case that things will change. And obviously people saying it won't change. But at the same time, I'm glad that that's changing and we're getting more, like if we're getting more tier 1 alphas, better calendars. I would prefer that over things like bases because again, the bases meme is in the comment section. Yes, granted, you do have a point. We do need to talk. We do need bases sorted out. But I think in any case, they may be better just deleting it off there and just saying, yeah, sorry about that, guys. We tried to do bases, and bases ended up kind of taking on shape or form of being more like Alliance Wars or Alliance Quest. But you know, again, that's for them to really get that sorted. So the main thing is that if you don't make personal digs at people, like it's not cool. And if you've got a constructive and well articulated opinion, because that's the thing, not a lot of people did in the comment section for this video, then put it on the forum, guys. Just be a bit more classier, you know, be like Ron Burgundy. You stay classy, MCOC community. And our final story, and talking about this in particular, tier 6 basics. Like Otrix, massive shout out to yourself and sending this to me. Yeah, this looks cool and promising. I don't really know what to make of it. I think we're gonna come to a point where I'm gonna be like old and grey and going like, I remember when it was tier 5 basic catalyst, and then old dorky diggity Dave is just gonna go like, yo, and we're both gonna be in like an old person's home, kind of going like, yes, tier 6 basics in 2018. Yeah, so it's like we're gonna be like, how many more tiers can we go with this? It's getting a bit ridiculous. But obviously there's no stop to this, and the storage system can just like go up and up and up, and at the same time the tierage for regards to basics can go up and up and up. So it's like weird. It's such a weird shape, and it's like trying to get these obviously going to be as difficult as tier 5 basics. But I think obviously they need to sort out arenas with regards to this. Like arenas need to change. Like there'll probably be a tier 2 alpha like arena. There'll be that class catalyst arena will probably have to change as well if they then do tier 5 class catalyst. So I don't really know what the state of affairs with regards to the game will they'll do, but it does look like obviously we've got something crazy coming in the future. So that's been MCOC news. Hopefully you enjoyed today's edition, and hopefully it wasn't too opinionated for you. Granted, next time I do MCOC news, it'll probably be less opinionated and covering a lot of kind of interesting and exciting stories as always. And obviously remember to kind of love one another and be so peaceful and lovey-dovey. Yeah, because the world is like that, isn't it? But it's important to be respectful, and that's the main thing. Be respectful when you can. So yeah, thanks very much for watching this video, and yeah, social media links popping up, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye bye for now.